blanket for a friend's birthday. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought this. Love this yarn. It is, what is it called? It is called Jazzed Striped. And then I bought some of the same brand of yarn. And it is called, yes, it was $3.99. A little more than I usually spend on yarn. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I do. This one is called Desert Glaze. It's like a muted orange. Maybe like a pumpkin-ish color. Between a pumpkin and a peach. And I thought these two colors would go well together. And I'm not really sure. I think I'm just going to make a lap blanket because I only have 1 week to make this. And I'm going to try using this size K, 10.5, I think that's what it says, needle. Usually I like using a really small needle to make a really tight stitch. Yeah, so it's not loose. That's just what I like. Anyway, but I need to get this done quick, and I'm sitting here in my pajamas, and I'm watching some Cake Boss. Sorry for the glare. And I'm not going to instruct you on how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to show you the different stages of how I get started. And, yeah, I haven't even figured out what pattern I want to do yet. I need to think about it first. Anyway, so I will show you as I go along. Okay, all I did was do a single crochet in each stitch and just am going along so I can give the blanket some structure. And then I'm going to do this for a couple rows, and then maybe with the second color do a different stitch. We'll just see. Okay, I did 3 rows of across, and I'm working on my 4th row, just going single crochet all the way across, and I am stitching in the back stitch so it gets this like ridged look, so it's not flat, a ribbed look. So when I finish this row here, see this all the way down here, I'm going to start with this multicolor. I might actually go in my stash and add a 3rd color, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I started on my 5th row. I thought maybe you could see this a little bit better against this white background. So I just started. So I started, I cut the end and started a new thing of yarn, the multicolored one, and I stitched 3 double crochet or single crochets in 1 hole, and then I skipped a hole and 3 double crochets, and yep, and I believe that's called a shell stitch. I don't know, y'all, I'm not good about stuff like that. So I'm going to do that for a couple of rows and then add a different color and a different stitch. Before telling you what I was doing, but I kind of wanted to try out some different patterns, different stitches before I showed you. So I don't even remember where I left off. So this, I kind of made up my own pattern, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to start it here. I'm going to start repeating. I'm liking how I'm doing different stitches for each band. So this was just triple crochet, or no, this was double crochet, but I did 3 stitches in each hole and then skipped 2. I think I already told you this. So I actually had to take this out because I didn't skip. I only skipped one stitch, and it was, yeah, too many stitches. So I had to pull it all out and redo it and skipped two stitches so that it was the same length as this row here. So, and then I did this row, and then this is just again the single crochet in the back stitch, so you get this little ribbed look. And then this is a puff stitch, and then I'm back with the multicolor with the single crochet in the back stitch. So I'm going to start a row, and I went in my stash. I got this from my stash of yarn and this to mix with the others. I wasn't sure how I was wanting to go, but I'm really liking using different patterns in the same blanket. I don't know, I'm really liking how this turns out. Now, I am not a perfect crocheter, and you can see how it's a little crooked on the end here, because I'm not great at counting. And it's kind of hard when you're doing different stitches to figure out what is the right length and how many stitches. But I'm going to put a big border around it, and you won't even be able to tell. And it's the next morning. I was crocheting a lot last night, and probably at least 3 hours. I want to say 4, and I've already been crocheting for like an hour this morning. So guys, this is just going to be a small lap blanket. Here's the other end of that. You can see how long this is. And this is going to take me all week to finish this. So when you go on Etsy and see these kind of things on Etsy, be kind and pay the price that the people are asking for. I actually see a lot of stuff on Etsy, and I'm trying to get my Etsy shop started, but I just don't have enough stuff, or I don't know, to make a shop yet. So I have tried to sell a few things, and they haven't sold. And if you know anything about Etsy, it will post the things for sale for a couple weeks, and if it doesn't sell, then it takes it off. I mean, I think there's other options. You can leave it up all the time, but I wasn't getting any traffic. But so like for something like this is an iPhone case. And I would say that took me, I don't really time things, but I would say that took me an hour. It might have took me more to do that, but just think so if I sold this for $10, and you might think that's a lot, and but that's only $10 an hour. That, I mean, is my effort not worth it? I'm not saying any of you would think that, but I know I have seen the purses that I have crocheted. I've seen people selling them for 20 bucks. That takes hours for me to crochet a purse. I'm selling my purses for like $60. And I haven't tried to sell a purse yet, but once I make a purse, I'm going to try to sell it for $60. It takes hours and hours to make these. I might be a little slow crocheter than most people. I don't really know how long it takes other people to do it, but anyhow, so I don't know, so I'm going to start with a row of single crochet across, and then this is a chain. So I chained 5, and I skipped, what is it, 3, and then stitched it, and then chained 5, and skipped 3, and then I don't even know the names for the slip stitch, and chain 5, and so on. And then I did the same thing for the top row, but I alternated so that this is where I hooked slip stitch and then chain 5. Anyway, I'll show you as I go along on that top one. I like the kind of lacy look of that. Yeah. All right, I'm going to keep going. Okay, here's my chain. Chain 5 and then slip stitch, and I went all the way across. And when I start the second row, I will show you what that looks like. Okay, I started the second row, so I chain 3, put it in the middle of this other chain, and slip stitch, and then chain 5, and then it's in the middle of this stitch, and so on and so on. so you know it goes over the top of between the other two chains. I don't know how to explain this. So I'm going to go all the way across, and you can see here, then I did a single crochet all the way across. So that's what I'm going to do next, and that will finish that. But I'm looking on the side here. Look at how badly that looks. That looks bad. I don't know. I think I can fix that with the border. Yeah. So whatever. This is like a protocol. The other side is even. The other side is straight and even, and this is not. Yeah, that's what happens when you try to do your own thing and you don't count stitches. But I think I can fix that. Alright guys, so finally done crocheting this. I thought I would never finish this. So you can see that it's kind of misshapen. It's not, I totally got way too many stitches at the bottom of this. You know, because I don't count and stuff. So I'm going to trim it out so that it's more even. I'm going to put a border around the edge of it. So I'm going to put a border around the edge of this using this color. And just a border around the edge, and then hopefully you won't be able to see all my mistakes. And yeah, I like the way it turned out though. It's pretty. So let me start on the border, and then I'll show you when it's all done, or might show you how the border's going along the way. I haven't decided. Looking like I'm just doing like a single crochet all the way down. I don't know how many rows I'm gonna do, and then I'm trying to hide the little knots and stuff as I go along the way from where I joined the yarn. Yeah, so I gotta go around several times, and then I'm gonna do like a scallop on the edge too when I finish. So yeah. So guys, this is what it looks like on the ground. This is what happens when you don't check your work. You see this? This is the last part I crocheted, and yeah. And again, I wasn't counting stitches, and yeah, it got way off, but whatever. This is a prototype, and I'm going to make a Christmas blanket very similar to this with, you know, Christmas colors. So I'm almost done with the border. I'll show you a close-up of what that looks like. So it just has single crochet, and then I did this little loopy stitch on the edges. I'm almost done. I just need to go here and all the way across there. So this extra is for my feet. So yeah, I'm going with that. Yeah, I need to be better. I'm a lazy crafter, and that's what happens. But you know, nobody's going to see that. It's not like I'm going to lay it flat on the floor. I'm going to be covering up with it with a blanket. It's not, you know, and then when I lay it on the couch, I'm just going to be draping it. So nobody's going to see that. And it's for me. I'm not obviously going to sell something like this in my Etsy shop because it's messed up. So hopefully the next one will come out better. So see, if it's draped, I mean, like that across the chair, across the chaise lounge, you're never going to know that it's crooked. So, oh, I need to not be such a lazy crafter. Alright, I'm going to finish up this border and then, yeah, be done. Yay! It took me 2 months to do this. But I didn't really work on it too much during Thanksgiving, so it takes a long time to make a blanket. And this is just a little mini blanket. This is a larger blanket that I made years ago, and it's huge. So that took me a long time to make that. So see how I just draped stuff on there? That one is straight.